Hey guys, welcome to The Strong Young Man. The gut microbiome, the environment of all the microorganisms in your gut, is home to most of the body's bacteria, friendly and harmful. There is indisputable evidence to suggest that the internal ecology and balance of friendly versus harmful bacteria within the gut has a direct impact to your overall health. In fact, up to 90% of all human illnesses can be traced back to harmful bacteria present within the gut. The opposite of this is true. Health and vitality begin in the gut. An abundance of friendly gut bacteria promote well-being. 95% of your body's serotonin, the hormone responsible for stabilising your mood, is located in your gut. Everything about our health, emotionally and physically, hinges on the state of your gut microbiome. Is it healthy and dominated by friendly bacteria, or is it sick and dominated by harmful bacteria? Today's episode is going to expand on just how much the health of your gut microbiome corresponds to the health of your own body, and then how you can achieve this state of good health for total vitality. To start, I need to run through the function of the gut microbiome. Essentially, the gut microbiome is responsible for a large variety of physiological actions, including detoxification, neurotransmitter and vitamin production, nutrient absorption, and using our food for energy. Along with this, your gut microbiome is the organ responsible for the health of your immune system. Your gut microbiome contributes to innate and adaptive immunity, helping to recognise pathogens and differentiate them from the host. The brain controls the gut to some extent, but in the last 20 years, we have discovered that the gut actually controls the brain as well. The vagus nerve, the nerve between the brain and the gut, has recently been discovered to be bidirectional. Messages from the stomach are sent to the brain to control autonomic responses, such as breathing and heart rate, as well as hormone regulation and immune responses. They can also affect change in your emotional state when harmful bacteria are present. Because the gut has such a profound impact on the brain, it is beginning to be considered as a brain of its own. Scientists are now calling the thin layer lining your gastrointestinal tract the enteric nervous system, and the communication between the enteric nervous system and the central nervous system is now labelled as the brain-gut axis. As a result, when the harmful bacteria outnumber the friendly bacteria in your gut, health problems of the brain can develop. Consequences of poor gut health can include any number of neurodegenerative diseases such as Parkinson's disease, multiple sclerosis, Alzheimer's, and dementia. With an abundance of harmful bacteria, psychological conditions such as schizophrenia, Tourette syndrome, autism, ADHD, depression, and anxiety have a higher chance of developing. It can also contribute to sensitivities including celiac disease, irritable bowel syndrome, and Crohn's disease. In addition, there are links between the harmful bacteria found in your gut microbiome and many physical illnesses such as atherosclerosis, asthma, cancer, chronic fatigue, diabetes, obesity, constipation, diarrhea, infections, allergies, insomnia, arthritis, high blood pressure, acne, eczema, and gum disease. Wow, that's a lot of problems. For more details on how poor gut health triggers these problems, check out Brain Maker by Dr. David Perlmutter and Kristin Loberg. Though the last group of problems are only linked with bad gut bacteria and causal inferences cannot be drawn, this should still cause concern. Just understand that more research on this is required. Personally, I believe that all the aforementioned diseases are just manifestations of the root cause of all disease, which is systemic inflammation. The most significant contributing factor of systemic inflammation is an unhealthy microbiome, and this is why a healthy gut is crucial to becoming a strong man. All of the following culprits cause harmful bacteria to proliferate by either destroying the good bacteria, promoting the growth of bad bacteria, or preventing good bacteria from developing in the first place. Here are the culprits causing your gut problems. Culprit number 1, Caesarean births. Not everything about your gut microbiome is within your control. A lot of you are at the mercy of the choices your parents made when you were an infant. The importance of natural births has only recently been understood. By means of a natural birth, the newborn leaves the uterus covered in vaginal and fecal fluids, which jumpstart the baby's own exposure to healthy bacteria. Babies born by caesarean section do not get exposed to these friendly gut bacteria. The first exposure that caesarean babies get to bacteria are bacteria on the mother's skin, the doctor's hands, and bacteria in the hospital, which can consist of harmful pathogens from other hospital patients. In addition to this, breastfeeding plays a significant role in bolstering immunity from within the gut in the early months of life. Babies that are breastfed ingest healthy omega-3 fats, protein, as well as healthy bacteria from the mother, which fortify the gut lining and help the babies to develop resistances to illnesses. This early foundation will set the stage for the health of a child's microbiome and hence the overall health for life. If this foundation is not set well, it increases the chance of the baby becoming overwhelmed by harmful pathogens in their early years of life, which will affect their gut health and hence their overall health. Culprit number 2, using antibiotics. Babies with deficient immune systems frequently become sick. Babies who become sick are often prescribed antibiotics to restore their health. Understand that antibiotics wipe out all bacteria of the gut, the friendly and the harmful. These should only be used in extremely necessary circumstances, where the harmful bacteria are taking over and you need a clean slate to rebuild your gut microbiome. Personally, I will only ever take antibiotics if it's the difference between life and death. People tend to forget that our bodies have an amazing ability to heal themselves. Currently, antibiotics are overprescribed, and most of the time, health would be restored by their own body's immune system. This antibiotic intake extends to the antibiotics given to the animals that you eat. Eating animal products from animals treated with antibiotics will pass down their effects to you. Always consume organic, pasture-raised, grass-fed and finished animal products where possible to avoid these and other dangerous chemicals. Culprit number 3, consuming pesticides. Pesticides found on non-organic fruits and vegetables can be another way the food that we eat can impact our gut microbiome. Pesticides are designed to kill bugs on plants. These pesticides remain on plants when we consume them, and the consumption of these pesticides kills off our friendly gut bacteria. Eating organic or growing your own fruits and vegetables is the best way to combat fruits and vegetables treated with pesticides. Culprit number 4, consuming unfiltered tap water. Chlorine from drinking water kills bacteria. It is widely credited with ending outbreaks of waterborne diseases in developed nations. Unfortunately, most water is overtreated and is too concentrated to be considered safe for our gut microbiome. In addition, the chlorine found in drinking water can react with organic compounds that can wreak even more havoc on your microbiome. This is just one of the reasons of why you should always drink bottled or filtered tap water. Refer back to episode 52 for more information on how to implement the 2 strategies to drinking healthy water and for an in-depth revelation on the harm that unfiltered tap water will cause for you. Culprit number 5, food. Without a doubt, what we eat has the most dominating effect on our gut microbiome. Bad dietary choices create a sick microbiome, which is a disease-inducing entity. Bacteria flourishes depending on the food that you eat. Healthy bacteria feed off healthy food, and unhealthy bacteria feed off processed carbohydrates, sugar, and other unhealthy food. Your gut will develop bacteria specific to the foods that you eat, so by making the right choices, you can rehabilitate your gut for total health and vitality. Harmful foods for your microbiome include high fructose corn syrup, which increases the leaking of toxins from the intestine into the bloodstream, which causes inflammation. Gluten, that promotes the growth of harmful bacteria that induce a state of inflammation within the body. Just because you don't have celiac disease does not mean that you don't react to gluten. Gluten has effects on nearly every organ of the human body, including the brain. Artificial sweeteners, which are toxic to gut bacteria, causing diarrhea and other digestive issues. All carbohydrates, other than those from raw milk and raw honey, and other low fructose fruits such as berries. Notice that I did not mention vegetables. Yes, vegetables cause gastrointestinal distress. Vegetables are plants, and plants do not like to be eaten. They have evolved chemical defenses that can destroy your gut microbiome and cause other digestive issues. Phytoalexins, oxalates, lectins, alkaloids, phenolics, phytates, isothiocyanates, terpenoids, and nitriles all decrease nutrient absorption and increase gastrointestinal permeability. Fruit has much lower levels of these plant defense chemicals and is limited to the seeds of the fruit. The proliferation strategy of fruit is to encourage the flesh to be consumed and then for the consumer to leave the seed to sprout and multiply. The seeds are the part of the fruit that do not want to be eaten, and these should be avoided, the same as vegetables, for total gut health. Side note, fibre is indigestible and is not essential. Consuming fibre can wreak havoc on your gut, especially when you consume too much. Just go to any bodybuilder gym toilets, where the majority of patrons consume copious amounts of vegetables, brown rice, and oats. Plants do serve a place in medicine, as many plants have medicinal properties, but they should be considered a survival food and not as a primary source of nutrition. Implementing these lifestyle changes will provide you with a multifaceted approach to a healthy life. It will have a positive impact to your mood, improve energy levels, improve body composition, improve the way you look, boost your immune system, protect against disease, improve brain function, reduce food allergies, and help with your skin conditions. If you have an abundance of gut problems or are plagued by ongoing illness, an animal-based diet is your total prescription to health. All of your problems will disappear consuming just animal products. Red meat, including muscle meat and organs, fish, butter, and eggs should be staples in your diet. For athletes that require carbohydrates, consume raw milk and honey on top of this. I'll unpack my full animal-based diet for supreme function in all realms in a future episode. Thanks for watching today's episode. In episode 63, I'll discuss one of the most dangerous ideas in the modern era. Unsubscribe now if you cannot handle controversy. If you are open-minded, then subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified when it drops. Catch you then.